Here's a fact. Life on Earth today looks nothing like it did 4 billion years ago. The engine behind that change is evolution. In science, a theory isn't a guess. It's a well-substantiated explanation of the natural world, like gravity or germ theory. Evolution is the unifying theory of all biology. Welcome to Grossdenken, everyone. Today we're looking at the evidence, no opinions, just the observable, testable mechanics of how life adapts over time. Please help this channel grow by just subscribing. That would mean a great help, and thanks for doing that. The raw material for evolution is in your DNA. When organisms reproduce, they copy their genetic code. Sometimes there's a mistake, a mutation. Most mutations do nothing. Some are harmful, but rarely a mutation provides an advantage. We've observed this in real time. The 2016 megaplate experiment by Baim and colleagues showed E. coli bacteria mutating to survive antibiotic doses 1,000 times stronger than what originally killed them. We watched evolution happen on a petri dish. But mutation alone isn't enough. You need natural selection. In nature, resources are limited. There's selection pressure. Imagine a population of gazelles. Due to mutations, some are slightly faster, some are slower. When a cheetah hunts, which survive? The faster ones. They reproduce, passing on their fast genes. The slower ones don't. The mutation is random, but selection is a predictable process where the environment determines which traits are passed on. We have documented evidence of this in human lifespans. The peppered moth in 19th century England. Originally, most were light-colored, camouflaged against lichen-covered trees. A rare dark mutation existed, but was easily seen by birds. When factories covered trees in black soot, the light moths became the easy targets. Within decades, dark moths went from less than 2% of the population to over 90%. When air quality improved, the population flipped back. Evolution, measured in real time. Now zoom out. If evolution only happened in small ways, it would be microevolution. But given millions of years, these changes accumulate to create entirely new forms. We know this because of the fossil record and your own body. Whales are mammals that breathe air, but their ancestors walked on land. The evidence? Whales have pelvic bones, not attached to their spine, just floating there. They're vestigial structures, remnants of a walking ancestor. We also have the fossils. Pachycetus, a wolf-like land mammal. Ambulocetus, a crocodile-like amphibian. Basilosaurus, an ancient whale with tiny but fully formed hind legs. This is a clear chronological chain of transition. And it's not just whales. Look at your arm. Now think about a cat's leg, or a whale's flipper, even a bat's wing. They all do radically different things, but inside, the bone structure is the same: one large bone, two smaller bones, wrist bones, and 5 digits. These are what we call homologous structures. Evolution explains this perfectly. Basically, all these creatures inherited this limb layout from a common ancestor and then modified it for different environments. So, the mechanism is pretty straightforward. Mutation creates variation. Natural selection favors beneficial traits, and heredity passes them down. Given billions of years, you get what's called the tree of life. Every living thing shares the same genetic code, DNA. The fact that a human, a mushroom, and a bacterium all use the same molecular language is just powerful evidence that we all descended from a single common ancestor, roughly 3.8 billion years ago. This brings up a common misconception. If humans evolved from monkeys, Why are there still monkeys? Well, we did not evolve from modern monkeys. Humans and modern monkeys share a common ancestor that lived about 25 million years ago. Think of a family tree. You didn't descend from your cousin, you share a grandparent. The evidence? We share approximately 98.8% of our DNA with chimpanzees. We have the same bones in our hands, the same blood types. Our lineages just took different paths. One of the strongest proofs comes from genetics. Scientists use molecular clocks. By comparing the DNA of two species, we can count the mutations that have accumulated since they split. Because mutations occur at a steady rate, we can calculate how long ago they diverged. When scientists do this for humans and chimpanzees, the genetic estimate matches the fossil record about 6 to 7 million years ago. Two independent lines of evidence, bones and DNA, arriving at the same answer. That's what makes evolution incontrovertible. Let's look at a concrete example. Peter and Rosemary Grant studied Darwin's finches in the Galapagos for decades. In 1977, a severe drought hit. The small, soft seeds the finches normally ate were wiped out. The only food left was large, tough seeds requiring a deep, strong beak. The Grants measured the finches. Those with deeper beaks survived at a higher rate. And when they measured the offspring, the average beak depth of the entire population had increased. Evolution happened in just 2 years. This isn't a simulation. It's decades of published field data. We've even observed the creation of new species, speciation, in the wild. The apple maggot fly, Ragoletis pomonella, originally laid eggs only on hawthorn fruit. When settlers introduced apples, some flies switched to apples. Because apples ripen earlier than hawthorn fruit, these flies now breed at a different time. They are reproductively isolated and are becoming genetically distinct. We are watching a new species form in real time. So what is evolution? It's not a ladder of progress with humans at the top, it's a branching bush. It's the change in heritable traits in a population over time. It's a fact, observed in labs, documented in fossils, and written in our DNA. It explains why antibiotics stop working, why flu shots change every year, why there is no perfect design, only good enough to survive and reproduce. Evolution took a single-celled organism 3.8 billion years ago and produced the diversity of life you see today. Evolution is not a ladder, it is a bush. Thanks for watching. The evidence is out there, in museums, in genomic data, in published research. Facts don't require belief, they require observation. See you next time. Science is a process of discovery. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. What do you find most fascinating about evolution?